We knew, the public, we all knew who Charlie Kirk was as a human being, okay? Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. And what we are doing now is we are rejecting this idea that everyone who hit the stage at his memorial event can somehow now just be grandfathered into this organization, grandfathered into our acceptance. These individuals should no longer be questioned. They are friends of Charlie Kirk. That's emotional manipulation. They say they loved Charlie, and so we should just trust the science and ignore the many lies that they have told us. Why is it that these Calvary chapels have a long history of weird abuse and trafficking scandals that seemingly get swept under the rug, right? Why is Rob McCoy adjacent to some of these scandals? I'm going to give you just one, I think, big example here. Okay, this is a true story. I hope I'm saying his last name right. Thomas Kimono was a man who was factually put away into prison for abuse, molesting, lewd conduct toward young girls by pretending. How he did this was he pretended that his cat was lost. Okay, I'm going to read you an email that I received from one of his victims who is now an adult, but she was just an eight-year-old child back in 1995. Here's what it reads in part, okay? I was 8 years old, living in Dana Point, California, when Thomas approached my friend and I to help him find his cat. He took us to a park behind my house and tried to molest me before I ran away. I was a key witness in his trial before he was sentenced to 8 years in prison. He molested multiple girls between 1990 and 1995. Now, you will notice that I am not saying allegedly because he went to prison for this. So this is not I'm not risking defamation here. She's not lying. We looked into this. In 1990, Camino was placed on probation for pleading no contest to lewd conduct involving children in Manhattan Beach. That's in Orange County. A few years later, he apparently went on a tear to try to lure young girls in an entirely different county, okay? Let's read an article regarding that sentencing. Here's the headline in the LA Times. This is from 1995, as you can see. The headline reads, Child Molester Draws an 8-year term in Prison. Thomas Michael Camino, who tried to lure girls with a lost cat story, gets maximum sentence requested by the parents of 3 victims.